This isn't easy work, this looking at your behavior under a microscope. Welcome to your Daily Whisper. I am Kara Bradley, bringing to you what I am working on in my own life, my own inquiries, my own journal entries. And this week we're talking about this powerful quote of how you do one thing, you do all things. So often out there in the self-help world, we're taught to do all these practices, but at a very surface level. And it's my intention to go deeper with you, to really get underneath the hood, to look at ourselves and to explore how we're living, what we're doing, maybe unconsciously. And so we've been talking about investigating how we walk, how we cook and tend to our home and to ourselves and to others in our immediate family. And today, this is a biggie, how we consume. Now, it's a big topic, so I want to just bring it down to information, how we consume information. And so for the next few days, I encourage you to be very mindful, aware of how you are allowing information into your consciousness. How are you consuming the news? When do you consume the news? When do you allow the news into your life? How often? How are you consuming other information, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, or other sources, Medium? How are you choosing, intending to consume information? Now, I'll tell you, this is big because most of us are unconscious. We're unconscious of how many times we check our phone, check our emails, check our texts, check. Like, think about it. If you are over 25, you can remember life without an iPhone. 2011, I believe, is when the iPhone came out. Before then, there was much less checking. We didn't check. We lived. We consumed in different ways. 5 o'clock news. If you're as old as I am, I remember my mom putting on the 5 o'clock news. So this is not to tell you what to do. I'm not in that position. All I'm here to do is to encourage you to shine your flashlight of awareness on these different behaviors that are rote during our day. Walking, cooking, tending, consuming information. If you haven't yet watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix, I highly encourage you to watch it. It is going to make you aware of how much our attention is sought after. How these mediums out there, these platforms, are buying our attention. And it is so interesting. There is this organization called the Center for Humane Technology that are a bunch of former executives, former programmers for these social media networks that are now saying, we didn't know. what it would come to. We didn't know how out of control it would get at the time. And it really does make you aware, hyper aware of how your attention is being bought. So again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here today to ask you to ask yourself to become aware of how you're consuming information. The news, emails, texts, social media, and other. We are in a place in time where we have to do this work. We can go one or two directions. We can go into the infinite scroll, right, where we just continue to look, consume, or we can put a stop to being unconscious about how we do it, and we can become very mindful about how we consume. And I'll tell you what, this is a biggie. This is like a big ask of yourself. But it will start to strengthen your muscle of awareness, and it will help you to see things, other things you may not be aware of. So this week, my friend, I love this conversation, and I appreciate you being here and writing this with me. It's a lot easier to scroll and to look at the latest recipes. It's not so easy to do this work. So thank you for walking along with me. And I look forward to the exploration for tomorrow.